Barbie is the talk of the town. Yes, indeed. Everywhere you go, you can see mothers and their daughters wearing the Barbie merchandise all the way. And will this help benefit Mattel Incorporated? You betcha it will. And if you have been following the story of the Barbie movie over the last week, it has absolutely exploded with 700 million done in the box office overall, with $287 million in the US alone in its first week. It's the biggest opening in 2023, surpassing Super Mario Brothers, and the biggest opening for a female director ever. The biggest opening for a non-sequel, the biggest opening for a toy brand movie, surpassing Toy Story 4, and the fourth biggest weekend ever in the history of the box office. Absolutely smashing with $301 million in just one weekend for all movies. So the Barbie franchise is back, baby. And can Mattel get on the back of it and absolutely smash it with some big moolah? As you can see the Barbie in the background here. Yes, the Barbie merchandise is flying off the shelves and selling at record numbers. And it could be time for the Mattel stock to rise again. Even though the disappointing numbers came out last quarter recently and the stock wavered a little bit, Mattel is ready to explode towards a brighter future. Depending on how things go, you'll never know with the life of the Barbie doll. Yes. Let's go back to where it all began for Mattel Incorporated back in 1945, starting from their garage. The company first big hit came out a few years later with the Yuki Doodle, just a couple of years later. By 1955, they revolutionized the way toys were sold and marketed through marketing it on the Mickey Mouse Club series. And then by 1959, this is where the story all began for our girl Barbie was born. Ruth Handler, one of the original people involved with Mattel, inspired by her daughter Barbara, who was playing with paper dolls for hours and hours on end, saw this was an opportunity of a lifetime to make a doll that inspires all girls all around the world with a three-dimensional doll. And wow, look where it has gone from there. Outstanding. Just from an idea from your daughter. Outstanding. In 1960, Mattel became a publicly traded company. But by 1968, the second most precious invention for Mattel was Hot Wheels. Was invented with the help from rocket scientists and car designers. With their flash revved up cars, they were on their way to profitability. By 1971, Barbie launched a new California-style Malibu doll. Yes, tried to live the California culture all around the world. By 1980, Mattel introduced diverse dolls to the Barbie doll range with Ken and the likes, and it all went from there. But what has happened with the stock? Where's all the hype? Well, to be honest, it's only had a couple of hype cycles, and it's around 1998 it went flying up to about $40, and the same in 2013. But between there and then, it's been up and down like a yo-yo, and it hasn't been a good stock to many investors. The stock now sits at $20. Well, if you were in it at the Rona times, when it dropped to $7, you pretty much 3x your money. Good on you if you did. But is it a worth a buy now? Well, I think this is a possibility to be a big opportunity for the stock to skyrocket over the next 3-6 months when the next quarter's coming, because of the merchandise of Barbie. If they get this right and get all this Barbie all around the world, they can make a lot of moolah to get themselves on their way to financial bliss again for the company that has struggled for quite a long time. So So with the dolls, obviously, they just got to keep getting more and more out there, more merchandise as much as they can all around the world, and get their money and profits up. I'm telling you now, the next earnings you're going to see the skyrocketing of revenue, and it should be absolutely flowing on till Christmas time as baby girls are wanting Barbie dolls. So be ready. And if you're invested already, good on you. And if you're looking to invest, this is a chance to maybe for it to go bananas and maybe able to double. No guarantees, but with the opportunity in ahead of itself, if it does it right, it could be a game changer, and it could be a multi-year opportunity if the Barbie movies continue to roll out and it's not just a one-off hit. It could be the next Frozen. Yes. So what about the stock right now? What's actually happening with the stock? Is it even worth considering? Well, one of the biggest issues I have is the long-term debt of $2.3 billion, even though it's been dropped from $2.9 billion in 2019, so they have been actually paying it off a bit. But if they really get on a rock and roll, I'd like to see them pay big time. One of the issues the stock has had for quite a long time, so there used to be a dividend stock, and once they got rid of the dividend, I think a lot of people get put off and never come back into the company again. But maybe those people are going to start to believe again because they love Barbie and may come back into the stock again. Let's just have a look at a bit of the finances around this company. Revenue was stable between 21 and 2022, which has not helped the stock improve or not. But I'm expecting the next couple of quarters the revenue could skyrocket if it gets anywhere near 2021 again. Look out, boom. If we can get to 7 to 8 billion in revenue, look out. If they get it right, we could see something amazing. Net income's been an issue for this company for quite a long while. 2017 it was a loss of 100 million. 2018 was 500,000. 2019 was nearly back to break even. In 2020 they finally got a profitability of 123, and then 900,000 net profit in 2021, but dropping to 395 in 2022. So they got a long way to go to get themselves really, really improving. Can they bounce back to 2021? That'll be the question going forward. So is it worth a buy right now? Well, that's for you to decide. The total assets, 6 billion compared to total liabilities of 4 billion. So that's a positive there for the company there. But what do Mattel need to do to get the execution right to the masses? What can make this stock go? They have to absolutely, as I said, get the merchandise flying off the shelves. Have it left, right, and center. Every single thing Barbie, boom, out you go. They've got to make it. They should already have a lot of the stuff already. They should have been prepared for it. If they haven't been prepared for it, then they are going to be really sorely missing out on big opportunities to make a lot of money right here, right now, while the sun is shining. And if they do get a decent amount of money, they should pay off their long-term debt and get this thing going. If they give back a dividend, that'll get people more involved. This is what the stock needs to do to go forward. A possibility to go double. But that'll be up to them. If they want to get to 15 billion in the market cap, that's a double from here. You're not going to expect it to come from, you're going to see most of it come from retail investors, because most of the big boys are not going to put $1 billion in and they own more than 10% of the company. So I can't see that happening. But if we start seeing that momentum get to that sort of level, then maybe other people get into it. Then you could see it's rock around the 30 billion. You never know. If you get more and more into it, then the big investors might come rolling if it gets higher. So that's just something to look at when you're looking at this. But obviously having Ryan Gosling's dreamy eyes and Margot Robbie's stunning looks, this could help with a Barbie generation come again. And you could be making money all the way to the bank. Not financial advice. Remember to do your own research before you invest into any stock or investment. Buy at your own risk. But those are just my ideas on the Mattel Incorporated. Thanks for joining me, a financial guru. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It'll be very much appreciated. And we will do plenty more videos just for you. Barbie all the way.